There are two types of people in this world. There are followers and there are leaders. Okay. And I gotta say this, and I know a lot of you are gonna think it's hate, and I know a lot of you are gonna break my balls, but I don't see any leaders out there except me. I don't. I really don't. I see a whole bunch of YouTubers who they pick a particular stock, let's say AMC. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, and pump it. Okay. Then it just gets to the point where whatever, corruption, manipulation, it doesn't turn out the way that they said. They just leave. They give up. That's it. They it's like the Titanic goes down. Instead of going down with their ship though, they get one of those life preserver boats. They jump onto the life preserver boat. They stay alive. They let everybody else go down with the ship and drown. Remember in the Titanic, they didn't have enough boats. They only had a certain amount of boats where only a certain amount of people could survive, and then everybody else was dead. Okay. So that's what a lot of these YouTubers do. They go into the Titanic goes down, which is, again, the stock that they were, pumping and pumping and pumping. They go onto the life preserver boat, and then they find the next ship. Then they find the next ship. They jump onto that ship, pump up that ship, pump up that ship, pump up that ship. That ship starts to go down. They jump onto the next life preserver, and they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's what Lou does. I hate to say it, that's pretty much what everybody. I don't think there's any other YouTubers. I really don't. I gotta be honest. Maybe a very small handful. Like I'm talking about less than a handful. Like if you got five fingers on my hand, maybe one or two. Honestly, there really isn't that many good ones. I'm a good one. See, I'm staying with AMC. That's it. If AMC goes down, I'm not going on the life preserver boat. I'm going down with the ship. I'm going down with the ship. But I'm very confident that AMC is going to be okay. It's just going to be a matter of time. But I'm just trying to make a point that I just don't understand. Like, don't you all want to win? We came into AMC for a reason. Not only to just make money, but to change things, to make a difference, to beat the hedge funds. And I don't know, I get this is why the hedge funds always win. They always win because they use psychological tactics. They drain you, they exhaust you, and you give up. Now, I'm not saying everybody. I just want to be clear. I'm not saying everybody, but a large percentage. They give up. They follow. Whoever it is, the false leader, onto the next boat. Okay. Now the thing is, what separates me from all these other YouTubers? I know what we have to do here, and I keep saying it to you over and over and over again. We have to expose the synthetics. We have to expose the corruption. Without exposing the corruption, without exposing the synthetics, we're not going to win. I don't give a shit. You could hold for all eternity. We're not going to win. Because, you see, you know what it is in life? You have to be able to identify what the problem is and then identify a solution. I don't think anybody is identifying the problem. That's why I'm saying there's no leaders. Because you're just listening to people saying, that's it, we lost, AMC is over, I sold, and they're jumping onto the next ship. That's all you're hearing on YouTube. Okay? But I'm telling you something different. I'm telling you that we need to expose the corruption. Now, we're in what's called the catch-22. Okay? For some reason, nobody wants to protest. I think that between the Capitol riots that happened in the United States of America, I think that between the riots with Black Lives Matter, and I think people in our country now have a very, very bad taste in their mouth regarding protesting. Protesting can be peaceful. It is our constitutional right. But I just think Americans have gotten to a point now when they hear the word like protest, they dread it. They dread it. They're like, no. You know what I mean? Between what happened with the Capitol riots, what happened with Black Lives Matter, people getting killed, people getting arrested, that they feel that Citadel will use it as a tactic to infiltrate the event so that they can make all the apes look bad. They think AMC is going to get delisted. So I tried that approach. I tried the approach with protesting. It doesn't work. So I'm not trying to, see, you will think that I'm out for myself. I'm out for all of you. I came up with an idea that combines all of my ideas into one. How much, how far. Now, this idea is not, and I want to repeat, it is not just to benefit me. It has a lot of benefit for a lot of people. What is how much, how far? Have you ever seen the show Fear Factor? Yes, great, okay. Because I believe this is the catalyst that we all need for AMC. If you just kind of have an open mind and hear me out. I'm going to go all around the country. I'm going to offer people a cash reward to do a dare. It could be like $5,000. It could be more. Okay, it could be less, but definitely in the thousands. And this person would have to sign a disclaimer. They can't sue me. They're going to be 100%, told up front that this is filmed. It's going to be on the Apefather YouTube channel. Now, what's going to happen is because this person is doing something extremely funny and receiving like $5,000 in cash, it's going to pique the interest of a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube are going to start to hear about this because my idea is I want to do it every single day. Multiple times a day. So it's going to start to pique interest. People are going to be like, this dude's going all around the country. He's giving people cash money, 5,000, sometimes even more, possibly 10,000. So what's going to happen is just out of morbid curiosity, people are going to watch my YouTube channel. Now, the thing I'm trying to make you understand is as my congregation grows, whatever you want to call it, my YouTube audience, my platform, I will now have power. I will now have power that I could talk about corruption. I could expose it. I could talk about everything we're going through. And I could have an audience of millions and millions and millions of people. So can't you see that? And what am I telling you to do? Take piano lessons to help me fund this? You're like, how are you going to fund this? $30. I give you 52 weeks of piano lessons. Listen to me. 52 weeks where you talk to me over the phone. I answer all your questions. I explain all the piano lessons to you in great detail. And I email you 52 YouTube videos I created as piano lessons for a one-time $30 on Cash App, which is the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, OI. No spaces, no numbers. It's just the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. Now, if you want, you could also do it by way of Zelle or mailing me a postal money order. But the sooner you do this, the sooner I could start how much, how far. The sooner I could start how much, how far, the sooner I could start getting millions and millions of views. The sooner I could get millions and millions of views, sooner I could do things like help people. I want to donate money to men and women with cancer as well. They don't have to do any dares. That's just on the house. I want to help people throughout the country. Yes, I want to help apes. I'm going to be calling apes for dares to make a lot of money. And I will be able to have a big enough audience to expose corruption. But the more and more you delay, none of this is going to happen, right? And it's just going to be, look, I'm not going to say that it'll happen. It's just going to take me a lot. Like, put it this way. For me to do this on my own on YouTube, I'll do it. Probably you're talking about a year or two for me to get the amount of views I'm going to need to raise the amount of money I'm going to have to raise. I mean, it's going to take a long time. But if everybody started doing the piano lessons, Man, I could do this as soon as tomorrow. I mean, if enough people, I mean, what is there? What, 10 million apes? Right? If enough apes would just do this, I could get this thing going as soon as tomorrow. So I'm telling you, this is the answer. Again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't have any type of certification or licensing. I'm not a licensed financial planner. So this is certainly not financial advice. It is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. It's for entertainment purposes only. This video is for entertainment purposes only, as I am an entertainer. But consider what my offer is. If you go to the description of this video, it'll have all the information on how you can get started hiring me as a piano teacher. You're getting, so that's, you know what I don't understand about people? You're getting something for the $30. This is what I don't understand. You're getting an amazing service. And if it's not for you, it could be for a friend that you could give this to, like for your Christmas gift. It could be a relative. It could be your children. It could be anybody. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend. The gift of music. That's a great Christmas gift. Okay? And you're helping so many things by doing this. People in need, people with cancer. I said, I'm going to donate money to part of my show. How far will be to donate money to people with cancer. Again, you're not, when you make this $30 payment, you're just paying for piano lessons. I want to be perfectly clear. It becomes my money. And then I can do whatever I want with the money. I'm just saying what I want to do is save this money for how far. And part of the show is helping people with cancer. Men and women nationwide. They don't have to do any dares. I do it on the house. I just give them money. Okay, I help them. We find random people. We offer them a large amount of cash for a dare. They have to agree to sign a disclosure. Even the people with cancer have to agree to sign a disclosure. All of this is going to be on the Apefather's channel. Both videos and both live streams. As I said, it's going to pique the interest of millions of people. Because millions of people are going to start to say, man, this guy's going all over the country. He's giving away money like it's water. I want to start watching this dude. I want to start watching the Apefather. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get millions, potentially hundreds of millions. Maybe one day billions of views. The bigger I get, I'm an ape. I'm an ape. I'm in your corner. You don't think I'm going to use my newfound fame? You don't think I'm going to use my newfound power and influence in your favor to expose corruption? Of course I am. Because I have a lot of money in AMC. I'm down. I want to do V for victory. I want to win. I want you to win. But you know what it is? The majority of people who are going to watch this video simply not going to take me seriously. You're going to continue to buy and hold, and you're going to continue to complain. You're going to continue to complain about corruption. That's what you're going to do. Corruption. It's like I said, I went to the SEC. I went to the SEC complaint board. And when you look into Citadel, you know how many complaints were filed? 100. I never forget this. 100 complaints were filed against Citadel out of 10 million apes worldwide. So it's like, if you're not going to do anything about the corruption, if you're not going to do anything about it, why should they stop? I always used to use the analogy, right? If a criminal would rob a bank one time and get away with it, do you think that same criminal would rob a bank again? Sure. And then if they rob the bank a third time and didn't get in any trouble, do you think they would do it again? Of course. They'll just keep robbing another bank. It's like that movie, you know, what was it? Point Break. Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. Remember, they were the bank robbers. They're going to keep robbing the bank until they get caught. And it's the same thing with these hedge funds. They're going to keep doing every trick in the book, every corruption, manipulation, synthetic shares, naked shorting, until they get exposed. And if they don't get exposed, they're going to keep riding that train. They're going to keep riding that money train. And if you think just by buying and holding, you're going to stop them, think again. Think again. Gary Gensler's not doing his job, right? In my opinion, he's not. Department of Justice investigation is leading to nothing. Citadel doesn't have to disclose their synthetics to the SEC, DTCC, FINRA. So you think you're just going to stop them by buying and holding? No. This is something that has to be conversated with. You have to conversate with millions of people, billions of people. You have to expose it. And my idea is better than a protest. How much, how far? But it requires support. And as I said, I want to earn the support. I'm not begging. You're like, oh, you're a beggar. No, I'm not a beggar. I'm not a beggar. I want to give you a service. I want to bring music into your life, in your family's life, or your friend's life. I want to bring the piano into your life. And for $30, you're going to be one-on-one with me for 52 weeks. You're going to speak to me over the phone. You're going to see 52 YouTube piano lessons. You're going to be able to ask questions. I'm going to answer all your questions. I'm going to describe the videos to you in great detail, and you will be able to become a great piano player. Just like me. I'm not trying to brag, but I am a great piano player. Singer? Not really. Not a good singer. Do it for fun. Do it for recreation. Piano? I'm the master, baby. I really am. I'm not trying to show off, but I'm a master piano player. So I think it's very simple. I think that a lot of people are just complicating this. Support me with piano lessons. Hire me for $30, one-time fee. Let me establish how much, how far. Let me build an audience of millions and millions and millions of people. Billions, possibly. Okay? Let me expose corruption then. Let me do it. I'll be big enough. I'll have influence. I'll have power. But the problem is, you probably won't do it. And the problem is, I'm going to have to do it on my own. And it'll still get done. It's just going to take longer. It's just going to take longer.